In this video I'm gonna show this character in action during a Helltide, and it's a Whirlwinder but with some thorns added on top. So the tree changed a bit. Lunging strike is not even used anymore. I switched to a kick instead to get more vulnerable charges. So here, but you need to put points in a basic skill. So then I went with Furious to get some bleeding on the Whirlwind. This is maxed. Max, and I don't even need these anymore, but I like the unstoppable. This is maxed here for more thorn, run fast, and this is the kick that makes vulnerable. Yeah, all these are maxed. Yeah, max pit fighter, and I only put 1 point there, but I've got something on my gear that gives +5, and you want more charges. Max this is what keeps us alive. Only 1 point there, and I rarely use it. It's mostly for the unstoppable. And then I tried a bit to use this, but I ran out of fury, so instead I just went with this thing, which gives a little bonus. And I don't even have berserking. The paragon now. So yeah, I maxed completely my my Dust Devil Twister here. This is the most important thing. You can see that it's completely maxed, and I put like more strength to get even more damage on it. Then I went here. Now I'm using territorial. Yeah, some less damage when you're close, and more damage close. Here I'm going with some damage reduction when fortify, although it doesn't happen a lot that we get fortify, but when you're in trouble you're happy to get this bonus to keep you alive. And of course life, and there you go for life also. Yeah, life. And this one was just, it's the one that has Bone Breaker. And this one is an odd choice because you can see that I just passed through, so I wouldn't recommend getting this one. I would take another one instead of Carnage, but at this point I don't want to redo everything. This one is a busy one, and it's the Warbringer one. It's really nice. So there you get some fortify. Yeah, I've got the this lift that boosts everything around it, and it's sort of not really needed, but anyway, I've got it there. Getting some resist there, and a bit of damage, and I'm only missing 20 dexterity, but whatever. Again, life. And yeah, I did pass through this, gives me mana on kill, not mana, but fury on kill. And here in the flawless technique, I just went for a life. Here, again, life. Of course, life, and I get decimator because I pass right across it. And I played a lot in the pit, and now the character has sort of nice gear, and I say sort of because nothing is really best in slot, but anyway. And the important thing is to hit the imposing presence, so that's why I even still use this stupid level 67 pants, because I did hit imposing presence. So yeah, and there's the +5 to grasp, which is not needed, but it's nice. And yeah, and I changed the thing. I removed everything that was bonus to Thorn while fortify. Instead, I use either Tough as Nail or the other one, which is Outburst. And the reason why is that I'm not fortified really often, so this bonus is always there, so it's better, I think. And big change, now I'm using Rage of Aragot. And I did hit the damage reduction from bleeding, which is a big thing. Yeah, and the bonus to a critical strike was pretty nice also. And I did a bunch of recall runs, and this is the best I mustered. And yeah, I really like this this armor, because when you get further down the pit, you want to stay alive, and the damage reduction from bleeding is really nice. And this is completely random. I think I'm going to remove the overpower. Yeah, and as I said earlier, these pants are still used because I tried to temper I tried to masterwork a bunch of pants, and I never hit the third imposing presence, or just by tempering I wouldn't even hit the +2. So at this point I'm just done with fighting over this thing, and I'm just using it. And the boots are sort of random a bit, because first of all, you like to have 3 evade on it, and it doesn't have it. But the thing is, I use it because the fury per second is needed, otherwise you run out of fury. Since you can't start with a basic attack, so you need some fury generation, so that's why I still use those boots. Yeah, I made a new amulet, and I did keep this one because I hit again the imposing presence. The movement speed is bad after killing an elite. That doesn't happen a lot, so that's bad, but the important one is imposing presence. And I like the cost reduction and the movement speed. I really like the movement speed. Yeah, here. Yeah, this is the same ring I used to have before, and I'm still using it. So same ring, but yeah, I masterworked those so you get more life and more everything. And I changed my weapons there. So this one, yeah, it's got big life on it, and now these two hit the 100% Dust Devil chance. So you want to have 100%, and I think the 12% there on Fierce Wind counts, but you don't see it in the stats and materials. So you don't need to hit by tempering exactly 100. Well, of course I didn't have it until I masterworked. And yeah, to get back on this one, so for the other two I go with a chance for Dust Devil, and you can see that yeah, there's going to be a lot of cast twice going on, so more Dust Devil running around. In this one I used to have a weapon there that gave me Fury on kill, but I removed that because as you go further down the pit you don't kill quickly enough for the Fury on kill to be that important, so I just decided to remove it. And now I've got life on it, and that's sort of not good, because 53 life when you're sitting at 113k is really not enough, especially since we heal for a lot with this thing. 9% life is 10,000 life when you spend 100 fury. So yeah, 53 is crap. So this is, I'm gonna re-roll the 53 life for sure. Now I want to show that my thorns is at 31,000. And if I put the my old razor plate, of course the thorn is going to go up by a lot. So it's 32k and yeah, 56k. But what's thorn is not that important when you're further down the pit, because you might just die because yeah, it really gets tougher. So that's why I go with Aragot. Oh yeah, last time I didn't talk about the expertise, but I went with this thing. But you know. So another thing I did is I put flawless everywhere. So my life is at 113k, and that's pretty nice. So the aspect now, I'm using protecting on the helm because the bubble is really nice in hardcore. You should always use this in the hardcore, I think. I got. And now I use this one, which raised the critical chance as you whirl around for a bit. Still on Juggernaut to get my armor up. Slaughter to be faster. Yeah, the evade creates... Your evade, when you use this thing, you become a bat, and basically you're unstoppable, and you can walk through certain things. Chieftain, well, when you shout, there's a little cooldown reduction if you're near enemies. A little bonus half the time. Yeah, I moved the some aspect around now. So the thorn, by putting it on a two-hander, you get a higher percentage of... It's sort of a test too, so keep that in mind. This one is actually important because the most important thing about this one is your Dust Devil get more damage if they're bigger. And of course this is the main one. When you Whirlwind, you generate Dust Devil.